In question 13, we are told that Wahanu is building a rectangular vegetable garden against one wall of his house. Brilliant. The total length of the fence is 60 metres. It's important in this question to remember that he's not putting a fence here because he's building it against the wall of his house. So we're only looking at three sides. So x over here, and y here. And those things all together, that's the length of the fence, is 60. So write down an equation to find the total for the total length of the fence in terms of x and y. Well, the length is going to be x along that side plus y along the bottom plus x back up the side. So the length is going to be 2x plus y. That's as an expression. To make an equation, we need an equal sign. So what does this equate to? Well, this equates to 60, or 60 metres, because that's the length of the fencing that's used. To write down the area of the garden in terms of x and y, well, area, just in terms of x, and that's in bold, so that's important. So area of a rectangle would be length times width, or in this case, x times y. However, if we just want it in terms of x, then I need to substitute in y, just in terms of x. That's where this is useful in part A, because from this, if we rearrange, we know that y equals 60 minus 2x. So if I substitute this for y into this y, then I can say x is equal to 60 minus 2x. The area is equal to x, lots of 60 minus 2x. And then I guess we could expand that. So we'd write that as 60x minus 2x squared. So that's an expression for the total area of the garden. In part C, we're asked to find the maximum area in metres. Now, obviously, we can have different arrangements of x and y, so we can have longer x's or smaller values of y's. We could have a wider garden or a skinnier garden. So what's the maximum area that we can make? We said the area was equal to 60x minus 2 lots of x squared. We said that was an expression for the area. So we want this to be as big as possible. So how can we maximise this? Well, if we think about this graphically, and think of it in terms of y equals 60x minus 2x squared, if we were to plot a graph of this, what shape would it look like? Well, this negative x squared tells me it's going to be quadratic and it's going to be upside down like this. So if you plotted it on your GDC, something like this, okay? And we're looking for the maximum. So when is this graph at a maximum? It's going to be at this turning point here. So if you use your GDC to analyse graph and find maximum, you would have seen that this point was at 15, 450. Okay. So which of these is the area? Well, the 15, that's the x-axis. That's to do with the length of the garden. Okay. The 450 is to do with the area. So you wouldn't have got full marks if you just wrote the coordinates. The maximum area is just the y-coordinate. So max area is equal to 450 metres squared.